And I guess you all know our Vice President of Activities, Jerry Gross. He is not that. He is just very funny, occasionally.
Can save you money though.
And I'd like to call up Jerry and ask him to talk to you folks a little bit. All right, there you go, Jerry.
My son's graduation party.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Jerry.
I don't know if anyone's heard. I don't know if anybody's heard, but I got married Friday night.
Congratulations.
Feel free to offer your condolences to Desiree. So we got married at Cherami Friday at 5 o'clock.
I can't listen.
Should I lower it down?
Way too loud.
Lower it down.
You don't need that crap.
You don't need the
Try
You
it
don't need the
out.
mic. You got a big mouth.
So we got married Friday.
Too loud.
And I was a little nervous, so I went to the synagogue with my dad. My dad's 88 years old. I picked him up. And we're driving to the synagogue, and my dad says, "You want some marital advice?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "What did you do wrong in your first marriage?" He says, "I'm going to tell you. You let her be the boss. This time, Jerry, if you want your marriage to work, you got to be the boss." We get married, we have a couple drinks, we go back home, and I'm thinking, how am I going to be the boss? I've never been the boss. Not even at the office am I the boss. So we're ready to go to sleep. I take off my pants, I throw it at her. I said, "Here, put on my pants." And she puts on the pants. She said, "Your pants are too big." I said, "That's right. I am the man, and I wear the pants." And without hesitation, she took off her pants, and she threw them at me. She said, "Here, Jerry, put on my pants." I'm trying to put them on. I go, "Your pants are too small. I can't get into your pants." She said, "That's right, you won't either. It's your attitude." Anybody here taking Social Security? What's the minimum age?
Does anybody here not collect?
62, right? I go all around. I don't know if you've heard me speak about you can take it at 62, the maximum 70, and there's a lot of math that goes involved in what age you should take it. And I'm very good at that, but someone once asked me, "Jerry, how do you even apply? How do you apply for Social Security?" I said, "Well, you got to go down to the Social Security Administration, you wait in line, and they're asking me questions, and I realized that's one thing I don't know. So I decided I'm going to go try it and go through the whole process. But I'm not yet even 62, I'm only 59. So I wait in line, and I finally get up to the lady in front, and she says, "Can I have your identification, please?" I go, "I'm sorry, I forgot it." She says, "Well, how old are you?" I said, "I'm 62. She's looking at me, she goes, "Well, I need some kind of proof that you're 62. She says, "I'll tell you what, I'm very, very good at guessing someone's age. Take off your shirt, and by the gray hair on your chest, that'll be able to tell me that you're 62. So I do that. I take it off. She looks at it. "You're 62. I come home and I tell Desiree this story. She said, "Why didn't you pull down your pants? You could have applied for disability." A lot of people say to me, "Now that you're married the second time, what's the difference between your second wife and your first wife?" Well, I'm going to tell you one major difference. With my first wife, we definitely had a very kinky sex life. We were in the S&M. That's where she would sleep and I would masturbate. Somebody said to me, "How did you know when it was time to end your first marriage?" So let me tell you exactly how it happened. I won a prize. We went to the casino at Tropicana for 2 days. And we're on the beach, me and my first wife. And it's about 5 o'clock, and now we're going back to the room. And she's a little tired, and she said, "I'm going to take a little nap for 2 hours." And I said, "All right, I'll go to the casino. I'll come back in 2 hours to get you." I take the elevator down from our room. I get off where the casino is, and all of a sudden, this unbelievable, beautiful woman comes up to me. It never happens like that. And she says, $200 for 20 minutes. I'm thinking, she's up there sleeping in the room, she'll never know. But I don't have the guts to do that. And being Jewish, my first reaction was to negotiate the price. So I said, how about $50? She looks at me and she says, and she walks away. A little later, it's finally, the hours are up. It's now 7. I go back to get my wife. We're coming back onto the casino. We're in the elevator. And the same woman comes into the elevator. She sees me with this woman. And she whispers into my ear, see what you get for $50? That's how you know, right? After my first marriage, until I met Desiree, we didn't have Tinder back then. We didn't have J-Date. The only time you could meet any kind of woman was at the Buck Hotel on Thursday night. Guaranteed to meet a woman Thursday night at the Buck Hotel. Although I was only 40, most of the women that went to the Buck Hotel were much older than me, which really didn't matter. And I went to the Buck Hotel probably at 40, and I was talking with a woman for a while, definitely 15, 16 years older than me, 55, 56. We're both drinking, we're having a good time. And she all of a sudden, she says to me, Jerry, did you ever have a Californian? A Californian, what's that? She said, that's where the man could be with the mom and the daughter. That's a fantasy, right? You know, a man, as long as it's not your own daughter, I'm talking about being with a man, a woman and her daughter. What a fantasy, I'm thinking. But I'm nervous, so I'm drinking a lot and drinking a lot with this 50, 55-year-old woman. Finally, she says, okay, Jerry, now I'm going to fulfill your fantasy. We're not going to go back to my house, and you're going to have, for the first time ever, a mother-daughter night. We finally get back to her house. I'm nervous as anything. We get into the house, and all of a sudden I hear her yell upstairs, Mom, are you still awake? So I told you that I'm 59. In a couple of months, I hit the big 60. So Desiree says to me, what do you want for your 60th birthday?
California.
Close. I said a threesome. She said a threesome? She said that's okay by me, as long as I get to pick who the other guy's going to be. I said that's not really what I had in mind. I was hoping to be with you and another woman. And she said, why would you want to disappoint 2 women at the same time? Now, we've only been married for a little bit, but we've been engaged for a while. And one of the ways that we would settle our arguments, and I don't know how others do it, we would settle it by he or she that could come up with the best poem. Being a math guy, here was my poem. I wrote it down. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. I can get mine and yours, but you can't get yours and mine. Pretty good, right? Here's how she beat me. She said, you're right. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. I'll always know the size of yours, but you'll never know the depth of mine. I didn't realize for a long time it was actually an insult. And last but not least, this is the ultimate insult. You're going to be able to make fun of me for the rest of my life when you hear this. And this is not even a joke. It's my last one. I'm ending it on this story. About a month ago, I don't know if anyone was watching, we're watching the Phillies game. It's in the 8th inning. The Phillies are winning 4-2. It's a Saturday night, which is, by the way, guaranteed night, right? Saturday night's guaranteed. We're watching the Phillies game, and she starts rubbing her eye like this. Now, every man knows that you better hit it before that, because after that, she's going to sleep. Do I give up the 9th inning and not see the Phillies win? Or do I go for it right then and there? I decide, go for it right then and there. We finish, 5 minutes later, we put back on the field. announcer says, this is the first time this ever happened. The Phillies bullpen brought in a relief pitcher who threw back-to-back-to-back home runs, 3 home runs in a row.
Kenmore Gomez.
Right? 3 home runs. The Phillies wound up losing 5-4. So I said to Desiree, do you realize you just missed something really, really, really bad? And she said, no, I didn't. I did.